provisions of the Open Public Meeting Law. This meeting of January 8, 2019 was included in a notice that was sent to the newspapers of record and posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building, and has remained continuously posted as the required notices under the statute. In addition, a copy of this notice has been available to the public and is on file in the office of the municipal clerk. We can stand for the invocation. God, thank you for the gift of life and the opportunity to serve the people of our city. Help us to act with character and conviction. Help us to listen with understanding and goodwill. Guide us to be leaders for Phillipsburg, to rebuild the community we can all be proud of together. God bless the town of Phillipsburg, the state of New Jersey, and the United States of America. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do roll call. Councilwoman DeGirolamo? Here. Councilman Davis?
Here.
Councilman Fulber?
Here.
Councilman Lutz?
Here.
Councilman McVeigh?
Here.
We need a motion for selection of chairperson pro tem.
Motion for reflection. Second.
Any roll call? Councilwoman DeGirolamo? Yes. Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilman Fulber?
Yes.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman McVeigh?
Yes.
All right, at this point, I'll entertain a motion for the selection of council president. Anyone have any nominations from the council?
I nominate Danielle DeGirolamo.
I'll decline.
Okay. Any other nominations?
I nominate Bobby Colbert.
Is there a second for that?
Second.
Is there any discussion? So there's a motion by Councilman Lutz and a second by Councilwoman DeGirolamo for Bobby Fulber to be council president. Roll call vote, Becky?
Councilwoman DeGirolamo? Yes. Councilman Davis?
No.
Councilman Fulber?
Yes.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman McVeigh?
Yes.
All right, the motion carries. At this point, I'll administer the oath of office unless you want someone else. No, I'm not just going to stand. We're going to stand. Left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, repeat after me. I, Robert Fulper.
I, Robert Fulber,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and the governments established in the United States
and the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office of council president
all the duties of the office of council president
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God. Congratulations.
Hand the gavel over to you. Okay.
We'll now take a motion for the selection of vice president.
Make a motion for Frank McVeigh?
Second?
I have a motion for Frank McVeigh and a second. Roll call.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo? Yes. Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Council President Fulber?
Yes.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman McVeigh?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Next slide. Let's go. Next slide. Okay. All right, so now we have, before we go forward with public discussion on agenda items, I would like to introduce a very special guest we have this evening, newly elected freeholder James Kern. Mr. Kern, if you wouldn't, freeholder Kern, if you wouldn't mind coming up and letting us all know.
I just want to just reintroduce myself to everyone here in the room this evening. I was Mayor of Palackon Township, so I'm very familiar with Phillipsburg, but I just wanted to let you know I will be the liaison to Phillipsburg for the upcoming year from the county. I look forward to working with this governing body. I know all of you, and I think you're all, I think as the invocation said, you all, while sometimes differing in opinions, all want to do what's best to rebuild the town of Phillipsburg. I'm going to have an open door policy, look forward to working with everyone on the governing body and in the town of Phillipsburg. So if you need me, my contact information is available on the county website, and I wish you all a happy new year and look forward to working with you all. So thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, freeholder. Okay, Mayor is not here this evening, so sorry. Okay, public discussion on agenda items.
Sorry.
Name and address for the record.
I'm Joe Miner. I live at 392 South Main Street in Phillipsburg. And I'm addressing our 2018-217. A resolution condemning all efforts of inserting to delegitimize the state of Israel, one thing, and the global movement to boycott, divest from, and sanction the people of Israel, another thing. And they're in the same motion. I first want to know how this national incident got here, so I asked of the clerk. And apparently a non-member, a non-government member, a non-resident of Phillipsburg, somehow asked the clerk, and it ended up on the menu, the agenda. I would very hope that you find some way not even to consider this international thing that involves the state of Israel and the state of Palestine. It's a big deal thing. It has no business here, not at this time, and not until. Now, I read in this thing here also, the BD, and now, I never heard of the BDS movement until I was here. And I certainly don't like what they claim it does here, and I'm no supporter of this particular thing. Okay, but what I did not do is I did not compare the policies of Israel with the Nazi Party. I spoke of the brown shirts. What I did do is I compared Phillipsburg's council to the, I gave a warning to the council to avoid a possible mistake, which I compared to the German people's response to the brown shirts. That's what I wanted you to see, and that's what I wanted you to not do any. I would like it if you could get away, like, you shouldn't have to vote on this thing, first of all. It's the state of Israel and the state of Palestine. Well, the U.S. vetoed Palestine's acceptance into the United Nations, and a bunch of countries, all but Israel and the U.S., voted for their acceptance. It is a big deal national problem that is not helped. In fact, it is hurt when more local people express their views on this issue. I know a lot of towns are doing it because the representative of this motion spoke of that last meeting. find a way to not vote it at all. The only way you can do that is every single one of you has to refuse to make the motion. Then, once you make the motion, even abstention expresses an opinion that does not help you to do your job as council people in Phillipsburg. I guess that's as much passion as I can show on this. Give it a whirl, folks. Put it through your head, put it through your heart, and don't agree to vote on this stuff.
Thank you for your comment. Mr. Ramos?
This person, 94 Bowman Street, Phillipsburg. This is probably going to sound strange, but I'm standing up here to talk about the same issue that Joe just talked about. And I do disagree. I'm sorry. I do disagree with him somewhat about the appropriateness of it being considered by the council. I think that there are national and international things like climate change that I wouldn't have a problem with the council weighing in on. But I think in this situation, I'm hoping that if you do vote for it, that you are doing so not just because someone presented it as something to discuss and to support, but that you're doing it because you've looked into the situation and the issue and you have a good understanding of what's involved. There are a lot of pro-Israel lobbies in the United States that have pushed the policies of the United States to be very pro-Israel. This particular movement, the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement, was founded in 2005. It was founded a year after there was an advisory opinion by the International Court of Justice that Israel's separation barrier, the wall that they built, was illegal. The court said that Israel should dismantle it and offer reparations to those people who had been harmed. Israel ignored the ruling. From the thing that I had read, if they had not ignored the ruling, this movement may not have come into existence. There are a lot of things that the Israeli government does. They certainly blame a lot of things on the Palestinians, but there are things that they do to create some of the problems that exist. For example, establishing permanent Jewish presence in settlements in Palestinian areas. There are settlements built on lands within the Palestinian territories. The United Nations has repeatedly upheld the view that Israel's construction of settlements is a violation of the Fourth Geneva Convention. The BDS movement is a nonviolent movement. They've compared themselves to the divestment and boycott and divestment movement against apartheid in South Africa. Again, I just want to say, if you do decide to vote for this, I hope that you will do so because you've looked at this carefully and have decided that this is the best thing for you to do to represent our town. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Rick.
Reggie Regret, Phillipsburg, 398 Heckman Street, Phillipsburg, New Jersey. I would be the last person to discourage any member of council or any of my fellow citizens from having a more global perspective. In fact, we need to even go bigger than that. We need to go cosmic, but that's for another day. But a global perspective. And it sounds like town council or some member of town council thought that it was appropriate for town council to address an international problem. We don't have a supermarket in Phillipsburg. I'm not blaming anyone,
No.
but we don't have a supermarket. I had to go out of town to buy some hummus. Now, where was this hummus made? So, does anybody care? It says White Plains, New York, but can anybody tell me whether Palestinians made this hummus or Israelis made this hummus, or Mexicans made this hummus. That's what a boycott's all about. That you're encouraging people by passing this resolution. You want to tell these people, don't buy this product or that product or that product. That's anti-capitalism. I encourage any effort to have dialogue on any international or national issue. Global, man-made global warming, pollution in the Delaware River, lack of a supermarket. I don't think it's appropriate for us. It's not really necessary. It is not going to enhance anyone's life here in Phillipsburg. We need a supermarket. We need to make sure Ingersoll Rand gets finished. We need to make sure we have South Main Street as an attraction. Delaware River is an attraction. Bring people to Phillipsburg. I applaud, again, I would love to talk about this, but it's not appropriate for town council. Anything is appropriate. I had my roof replaced 9 years ago. Deegan Brothers, right over here. Not one of those people spoke English. Are we going to take up the issue of immigration next? How many people, let me digress for a second. How many, do we even have any Jews in Phillipsburg? I talk to my Jewish friends in Easton. One buys one brand of hummus, the other buys another brand of hummus, and one of those brands is made by a Jewish company, the other one isn't. There has to be at least 6 or 7, I wasn't gonna buy 6 or 7 hummuses for my show and tell. But I just really think we need to not, this is not an issue that Phillipsburg really needs to be addressing now. And just to go back to Deegan Brothers, not one of those guys spoke English. I realized that. I did by the time they did a good job. If there's anything that's an issue, we have 11 million illegal Americans. And that's a bigger issue that affects Phillipsburg. Are these people needed to do these jobs? Does anybody in this room want to climb up on the roofs or go out and pick lettuce in California or clean the hotel that I stayed in recently in Washington, D.C.? Everybody speaking Spanish. Well, maybe it's maybe it's their second language. I'm going to guess 11 million illegal Americans in this country. They work. Half of those are adults, the other half are children. They work every day. But I don't know that it's necessary unless we have a problem with Deegan Brothers hiring. I don't know, but I suspect they were not citizens. And that's right here in Phillipsburg. So I don't think we really need to be concerned with the problems in Israel as a town council. As individuals, yes. Thank you for your time. And by the way, this is the one that's made in Israel.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
For anybody, Sabra. Sabra, if you really care, says White Plains, New York, but they're fooling you. It's an Israeli company.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Okay, there's seeing none, we can go forward. The mayor's not in attendance this evening, so we have the mayor's report. We do have appointments. The mayor's selection for a subcode fire official is Kevin Dunn.
You want to do them both? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. Would you guys do them both? Nope. Mayor's selection for subcode fire official would be Kevin Duddy, and the council appointment for fire chief would be Rich Hay.
So moved.
Make a motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Colbert?
Yes. Okay, congratulations to Kevin and Rich. We have an ordinance 2019-01, ordinance of the Town of Phillipsburg, County of Warren, State of New Jersey, authorizing the sale of real property by the Town of Phillipsburg to the County of Warren pursuant to NJSA 48-12-13.4.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Yes, as a point of information, was this negotiated by the mayor?
This was, if I may, Council President.
Yeah.
Please.
This was part of the Roseberry Belvedere Avenue, or Belvedere Road road widening project in connection with the Phillipsburg High School with the intersection in.
Okay.
So the construction on Belvedere Road was condemned by the town and is now being conveyed
Okay.
to the county.
Thank you. That's all.
Anyone else? Roll call.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo? Yes. Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Yes. Okay, ordinance 2019-1 is successfully passed. Its first reading. Ordinance 2019-02, ordinance of the Town of Phillipsburg, County of Warren, State of New Jersey, amending Chapter 67, Vehicles and Traffic, Section 28, Parking Lots of the Code of the Town of Phillipsburg in order to designate certain spaces as veterans parking only.
Once again, I'd like to table this, please, for the work session for next week.
Is there a motion to table? Do we have a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo? Yes. Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Yes. Ordinance 2019-02 successfully tabled. The next is a consent agenda. Do we have anything that needs to be pulled off the consent agenda?
Yes, I need to pull that junkyard. Waiting for Mr. Ellerman to get back to me.
So,
What other-
resolution 2019-19?
Yes,
Okay, we'll remove that.
I apologize.
No, that's okay. Councilman Lutz, do you have anything?
Nothing.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
Nothing.
Councilman Davis?
Nothing I want to pull up, but just for 2019-09, we had preliminarily discussed rotating the sewer meeting locations. I don't think that was in the resolution. Is that still something we're considering, or will we do that?
The location wasn't determined on it.
Okay.
So I guess we still have the option
Okay.
to do that.
Understood. That's all. Thank you.
Council Vice President?
Good, sir.
I myself am good. So we can motion to table 2019-19?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo? Yes. Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Yes. 2019-19 is tabled. Consent agenda. Motion to pass?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo? Yes. Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Yes. Bill passed. Move to approval of bills.
Okay, the current fund, $129,586.18. State federal grants, $850.92. Capital fund, $165,882.23. Sewage utility fund, $29,603.19. Sewage capital fund, $110,290.46. Planning board trust fund, $3,817. Section 8, $152.50 for a regular bill list of $440,182.48. There were no Section 8 rent payments, and then there was some items tabled from the prior council meeting. Check 74298 for $487.50, check 74508, $145, and check 74629 for $2,296.69. We have the prepaid bill list, current fund $6,000, state federal grants $192,602.35, and the prepaid bill list is $198,602.35. Grand total of all funds, $641,714.02.
Motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, Councilman Lutz, do you have anything?
No, I don't.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
Nope.
Councilman Davis?
Nothing.
Council Vice President?
No, sir.
I still would like to hold the bill for the Carnegie Agency in the amount of $487.50.
So moved.
What about the other?
Which one was this?
For the Carnegie Agency.
William Benz.
I have a meeting with the mayor on the 16th. I'd like to further discuss it.
Sure.
Are these currently tabled, John, thinking?
These are tabled.
Oh, so there's still-
Still-
Yeah.
We can, motion to approve.
All three.
Okay. We can roll call. They'll stay table.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Fulper?
Yes. Moving forward to old business, Resolution 2018-217 is tabled. That is the resolution condemning all efforts to delegitimize the State of Israel, the global movement to boycott, divest from, and sanction the people of Israel. Does anyone want to untable, or shall we keep it tabled?
This is a point of order, Councilor. You advised that since the resolution was raised in 2018, is it still a viable resolution as it wasn't acted on in 2018?
Yes, it was tabled, it's carried over.
Thank you.
That's fine.
I make a motion to untable.
Second.
So discussion. We got a vote. Roll call.
Councilman Lutz?
No.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
No.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Fulper?
Yes.
I'd like
Rest-
to, oh,
That
sorry.
was not on table.
Yeah. I would make a motion to postpone it indefinitely.
So keep it tabled.
I'll second that motion. Roll call vote.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo? Yes. Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Fulper?
Yes. 2018-217 has been postponed indefinitely. We now have the tabled appointment for Rick Thompson to the Superintendent of Recreation. Is there a motion to untable?
I'll motion on table.
We don't have a second. I'd like this to remain tabled. I'd like to discuss this with the mayor as well, just with the conflict. We got 2 job descriptions sent to us.
Understood.
Thank you. Remains tabled. We do have a few announcements. We have a free rabies clinic at 441 Heckman Street behind the Armory Town Garage from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. on January, when is this?
Saturday. This Saturday.
This Saturday. They'll also be doing dog licenses. Is there such a thing as cat licenses?
Yes.
They're doing cat licenses too. We have a tentative town council work session on January 15th, 2019. There's a planning board reorganization meeting on January 24th, 2019 at 7 p.m. And the UEZ meeting, January 28th, 2019 at 6 p.m. I believe the reorg for planning board is here in this building. The UEZ is Town Hall. And the municipal offices will be closed on the 21st of January for Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, or Observation Day, and the garbage pickup for that will be on January 23rd, 2019. February 12th, 2019 will be closed for the observation of Lincoln's birthday. The garbage pickup will be February 13th, 2019, and February 18th, 2019 for, can you guess it? Washington's birthday. Garbage pickup will be on February 20th, 2019. The clerk's office will have documents online by the end of this week, and pet licenses, parking permits, etc. Please check the website, and payments can also be taken online. Move forward to new business, and we will start with Councilman Lutz.
No new business.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo.
No new business.
Councilman Davis.
No new business.
Council Vice President.
Nothing, sir.
I have one thing to ask the panel. I'd like to create the landlord-tenant subcommittee with myself and Council Vice President. And we review that at our council work session, at which point in time I'll have a scope for you. But I would like to at least form the subcommittee so we could form the scope and the mission statement, if that's okay.
Yes, sir.
I need to get a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilman Lutz?
Yes.
Councilman Davis?
Yes.
Councilwoman DeGirolamo?
Yes.
Council Vice President McVeigh?
Yes.
Council President Polk?
Yes, thank you, council, and I have nothing forward. Now is the public petitions, the public comments. Please feel free to step up and state your name and address for the record, clerk.
It's just a question.
Yes, sir.
My name is John Betts. I live in Brickley Gardens over Red School Lane, North Acton. I'm wondering, I was a little confused in listening to you, but what did you do with Resolution 218, 217? And it was a table resolution.
We have postponed it indefinitely, meaning, yes, sir.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't quite sure.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Mr. Meyer.
I'm Joe Minor again. I still live at 392 South Main Street. I wish, I'm promoting something. I want you to view it. I'm going to mention things that could have been done more smoothly. I don't want to ruffle your feathers, but I would like you to consider the rules of order that I suggested. 3 of you I know have read it. I believe 4 and possibly all 5 of you have read it. I would point out that in those rules, there is a way, the public, if you live in Phillipsburg, has a right to speak, but if you don't live in Phillipsburg, you don't have a right to speak in the rules I wrote. There is a process to keep in the rules that is transferred from the chair, so that rules of order are ruled on in a different way by Mr. Winner, or whoever is the attorney, with respect to legality, not the protection of the board. This would have helped me a number of times. There's a process by which, if you pass something, there's time frames going forward to see that eventually these past motions actually get done, because the clerk would have certain duties of submitting to the mayor what is passed. The mayor would have duties, and there would be time frames. They're all in there. Read them again and consider, look at what the follow-ups that you stumbled over last year, and how these rules, there's restrictions on the talk that can be made by us people, the peanut gallery, and what you can do. Read them again. I know 4 at least of you did. All 5, I'm hoping to get through it. And consider those rules again. Just look at what happened last year and how those rules would have prevented at least half, probably 90% of all the friction between this body and the mayor's office.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Name and address for the record.
Dan Boyce, 244 Berlin. I'm just here hoping we're starting a new year. Each one of you were elected for a reason here. Each one of you plays a heavy part in everybody's lives that lives here. You can be a positive influence or a negative one. I'm bothered not to see that the mayor's not here. I don't understand how the town can run if he's not here to partake in these meetings as well. I understand the council meetings, but he's here as a guest all the time to answer people's questions or concerns, and he should be here as well. Like I stated last week, if the time is now. I mean, we've got issues. I hear that a town garbage truck passed a school bus today while they were discharging children. It's a big problem in this town. I understand that really is not, but I mean, it's not just in this town. It's a big problem all over. Some little kid is going to get hurt. I have seen it right over on this corner numerous times. And they don't even slow down. I don't know what can be done about it. We don't have enough policemen to put on every bus stop, or maybe you need to put a cop. You don't even have enough cops to put on buses, but maybe one cop, if they would ride the school buses periodically and witnesses, they can catch their license plates or something. It might deter. I'm looking out for the children. I'm just wishing you all the best. I hope things progress in a positive way.
Thank you, Mr. Boyce. Is there anyone else? Okay, there being none, we can close public comment. Now go to open time. Councilman Lutz.
I was going to say something, but I'm not. Nothing.
Councilman.
Happy New Year, everybody. Actually, I have quite a bit, but I'm going to save it till the work session. So I'd encourage you, I have a new Facebook page, so I encourage you to find me on it, and my new Twitter handle is Phillipsburg NJ Council. So I encourage you to go to one of those two places to look for new information from me. That's it.
I followed you. Councilman Davis.
I just hope everyone had a fantastic holiday. Looking forward to having a great 2019 with this council and making lots of positive progress. So Happy New Year to you all, and look forward to seeing you at all the council meetings going forward.
Council Vice President.
3 quick thank yous. One to newly elected Freeholder Kern for coming out. Love having county representation here. Encourage all county and statewide newly elected officials and to come out and enjoy our meetings and see what we have to say. And we'd love to hear what you have to say, so thank you so much. Freeholder Kern. Second to Chief Stetner and the Phillipsburg Police Department for putting together the processes to make sure that we all have a safe environment here. I'm very happy with that, and the men did a very nice job today. Thank you, Chief Stetner. Third and not least is former Vice President DiGirolamo, who served in exemplary for the past year, and may I follow your lead. I call her the siren of civility, and may we all take a page in 2019. I know I will. I thank you for your exemplary service, and thank you very much.
Councilman, you stole just about everyone was going to thank. So thanks, Jim, for coming. Thanks, Chief Stetner, and Councilwoman. Thank you for everything that you've done and will continue to do. You're a fine leader, so I do appreciate that. I have nothing. Happy New Year, folks. We'll move forward. Hey, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.